the outcome of the election. Why is she no? Have they been any arrest at all? If not, why?
Okay.
Among for carry out electoral malpractices and unlawful act, and they're still working around.
Yeah.
But as to whether the court will allow a rerun or not, it's up to the court to decide. But also, what has happened now? EC undeclared some results that were declared before. They didn't go to court. So if EC has undeclared declared results, then what stops them from annulling some polling station results and asking for a rerun?
Okay.
But I hope today the court will provide some clarity. But it's in a mess. I mean, we shouldn't be, after how many years practicing democracy, we shouldn't be doing this. I mean, it needs to be thing of the past.
Right.
And instead, Ghana, before Abana, it didn't be happening.
Ora musada kuma membisa wo office aye juma wa Blekuma North ana. I mean for the past.
Okay, yeah, several posts before the election.
Okay.
But not this time around.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
made 2 or 3 posts in Blekuma North before Metwaba.
Okay, but mo yeah no na traffic in the Kwahifa.
Now, by slim majority, it was going towards NDC.
Oh, okay. Na dynamics in here then and then mano total called the NDC.
No, there was a tsunami that was hitting the whole country. And Abdul now, they were also part of the tsunami enclave. See the MPP Lucy bringing a stronghold in the Takra. And the only ones are sure that they will win and retain. Not a Probu and Yasu Tum and Maakye friend is Blekuma Central. Okaiko Central. Those were see the night you were sure some baby with confidence. That kind we were quite not sure that they will be able to hold it. But we were quite emphatic Dominic Kobinyani and Blekuma West. But I think when friend example, Wijakbawe was one of the few probably the feel said NPD could win, but it will be very tough. But we knew Abdul could fall.
With what he's saying, you know, would it, even if we acquire 11th July, even if the court and Peninsula Crown put there, would the mechanics change? Would it still be the same for one?
No, it would rather favor NDC.
Okay.
Because look, before the elections, you were struggling to hold that seat. And I had to abandon among 4 of the parliamentary numbers. Who we near and Zafe, who lose where and Zafe. So there will be no motivation on the part of MPP voters to go out there and vote. There will be no motivation. That's number 1. Number 2, the general sentiment of voters currently shows the government is very popular. So you don't give a chance to a government who is popular to rub in your face. So it is very, very unlikely MPD will retain the seat if the seat is relevant because of the current prevailing conditions.
And Obibeka, should we anticipate say we're going to have another issues cropping up again? Because here's a case where even before this one crowd, you know, the issue of scan copies here, scan copies there, the issue of electoral system not favoring us. Now we've heard that even the minority, leader is also accusing the EC of supporting the sitting government here and there. As accusations in the yard also, I say we are not getting things clear.
It doesn't surprise me that everybody's accusing the EC. You know, at this point, for the first time, MPP2 is accusing the EC. But I think they have a cause to concern because they were assured that Kessben 92.9. So they are not comfortable, and I would be doing the same thing if I was them. So rightly so. As to what changed now, I think the EC must tell the court what has changed and what has called for this kind of error. And let's see whether the court will agree with them.
Oram Sadankwa, you did say something about the yeast saying moving forward, in terms of our electoral system. No? Also, say subsequent ones ahead of us in terms of election, maybe maintaining the same leadership. Should the nation worry if this is how it's going to be? I mean, maintaining the same leadership ahead of us and still talking about electoral system, maintaining that system where people are clean. Are we to be rest assured?
Look, when it comes to the issue of EC leadership and changes, I believe in respecting the constitution of this republic. I don't believe in removing anybody that is by law or by constitution permitted to work, unless the person has proven himself and has committed a lot of crimes based on or he or she can be removed. I don't believe on the basis of this kind of occurrence they are incompetent. Look, the poor, very weak. Even if you bring an angel, it will still fall. What is the mechanism? The system is very strong, very good. All the policies, all the systems are working. You can bring a devil to help the heat. They can't do anything. The system will work.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I mean, even if the perception say, the current leadership, and Papa Sebi, and if the systems are really well, structures are done well, even if you bring the devil, things will be fine.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because the system will not allow the devil to operate. So we should focus on building the systems that are robust and resilient. And it's difficult for any electoral officer or any returning officer to be committing some of the frauds that we know they've been committing. And once you are caught, the court should deal with you very strongly. At the moment, we'll be in the prison for electoral fraud. Not yet. Meanwhile, it's been happening.
Yeah, it's true. Because Obikra say, and our kind say, even the course so ablikuma north the cry no, yemfo bianco court, yemfo bianco baby.
Absolutely. So, embolden to do whatever they are doing every election cycle. And the day electoral times very, very serious community. People will just keep on doing that.
Should you want to advise the MPP getting into the 11th July election 19 polling station? Do you think they should have any tactics that can really survive?
We don't advise political parties.
Sir.
Baby.
Aramunti
so we won't try that. We just bring up data and explain what that data means. As to what they should do about that data, and we don't advise them.
But mostly when we release data on ground, say to me, sir.
Oh, I mean, polls there. The views are almost on the day you interview them.
Okay. That's
why opinion polls are at a point in time, some people are changing positions. It is a person who fixer. It becomes another question. How likely are you going to change your mind? So say unlikely. They are sure I'm good work. Also unlikely. I'm going to change. I'm likely no one. Then you can use that to them and say ends the same view. Okay, Kaya, some election polls last year. It catch the amount for say over 85% sale. And that didn't change. Omo campaign in na 84% say abanoma to you.
Okay.
So that number no, it means to say okay, if this number says say almost I mean there's nothing that can change the outcome of the results.
Very interesting. Answer na meja no quick one minim say bia more I saw attach base with the top bottom approach with the MPP. I mean, they're going to have I think this month 19th of July or so, and omo conference to approve the top, whether it's top bottom or lower, whatever, grassroots and all that. My ejuma kakra.
We haven't done a poll on MPP's top down or bottom up approach.
Okay.
We haven't done anything like that, but we've heard comments from some of the senior members of the party who are showing concern. It may be problematic for them.
Okay. And are you guys going to attempt anything of that nature?
Oh, it is too soon. This next week or 2 weeks time.
Yes.
Any agenda more at the moment. You're calling a buy and but this time it is too late.
Oh, okay. All right.
But it's possible say you call next time or maybe someone say if the decision has been taken or not. We'll ask them say did they support the decision of NEC to bring the election forward or do the top down approach rather than bottom up. That one we can have a chance to ask them that question.
Oh, okay. And that even brings to mind the some person I know swear my own Juma is still the same. Brian's, the Canada Japons, the Kwabene Japons and all that.
Yeah, I'm not putting it June no.
Okay.
And how much doing what they think. At the moment we share amount for Adrian. Good one say they prefer say like about me in lead the MPP. About 56%.
Wow.
Kennedy 23%. Maybe Chum 9%. Patrick Boama 4%. And Abraham Champon 3%. So far, but we share among MPP, I say about me support around 70%.
Wow. Then it means that the MPP supporters in any grassroots for still believe the second time of Dr. Baumia will change something for them, right?
But you can't say the entire because there are two blocks.
Okay.
We share report na the buy last time Oman Twabalo. MPP for no. Recently very close. Omo were disgruntled apathy for no. Very the rate may very close. We share no Baumia 36%. And Kennedy 31%. If you I think it will be probably a bit tighter than we are seeing. But for now, among about other delegates, and Baumia still has a very good support. But there won't be very tight because and people who may not be on the system may not necessarily love him the way that they love him.
Posting a very interesting because with all the issues of Dr. Baumia na wanya di one na do anya de and or a Muslim tina yentumi winnie and all these things that can find no still still favors yes in an across so are abandoned friend is saying Dr. Baumia and all that. I mean all these things in no still pulls really and truly directs towards Dr. Baumia to lead.
And that is what the general poll says. You say among delegates about the same and not very different. Well, MPP abandoned the amount for the 12 delegates. So we are yet to do delegate polls, which we will do eventually sooner. But for now, the public and MPP will want Baumia.
Oh, okay. All right. What I'm saying, okay, but that's it. Say only Eddie come. I think after a court decision, maybe after the 11th July, yeah, baba, near some bedin come be me. That's a power. All right. Yene Ora Musa Dankwah and I know Eddie come or your head of research and I feel so a poster Emma global info analytics and I know Eddie and come on. Yako Parliament na yakotie the ekoso still on the Ablekuma North elections, Osahene Afenyo Maakye, who is the minority leader at Nsembi Atujwa FA elections, and then the Electoral Commission. Yenti na the Okafa yisi hono muntie ni ye pa. The Okafa yisi hono yenti ni ye pa. Like Musa Dankwah said, the very first time the MPP eka asem afa Electoral Commission ho. Yentie na fe yemra back sisia.
Mr. Speaker, not long after that, they themselves wrote to the Ghana Police Service requesting for police protection. A member of this house filed an urgent question, which question compelled the EC to come here. A lot of supplementary questions were asked. The deputy chair, Dr. Bosman, sitting in for his boss, told us that all they need is security to enable them finish the 3 polling stations. I ask a question: what has changed? Mr. Speaker, we should be careful as a democracy how we are managing this democracy. Mr. Speaker, today we have a member in this chamber from Domi Kwabenya because when it was left with some few polling stations, EC relied on tally cards. Aden Michael Kwe Jr. onu di onye nipa, onye Ghanini. Michael Kwe Jr. protested, but he did not protest with violence. He did not carry his constituent to the EC Collation Center. He expressed his disagreement in a civil way. Today, we have our colleague Akurugu in with us because EC used tally cards to complete the collation process. And when it is clear that the EC was on course to complete this process, we are being told today that there's going to be rerun of some constituencies. It is unfair, it is unjust. Is it the case, and I don't want to believe that that is the case, that the recent public comment by some senior politicians is what is compelling EC perhaps to secure their job? They want to succumb to the whims and caprices of certain extremists or certain hardliners. It is not fair. Maybe today this thing it is helping some other people. Tomorrow it may be their turn. Mr. Speaker, with all of this said, I would humbly plead with my colleague opposite me to program the EC. We just received Prime Minister Modi talking about our strides in democracy. Let us not wish them away. In the sub-region, many countries wish they were Ghana. They are not Ghana because they took the institutions for granted. And today, they are paying dearly for it. Let's not say to ourselves, had I known, EC must come here and brief us why, in spite of their being unequivocal, they have now changed course. We must not allow this. So, Mr. Speaker, I expect that on issue 1, next week, the EC will be programmed to come and brief the House. We see some people are with all smiles. They are not questioning.
Okay. Enti, ote Osahene Afenyo Maakye, the minority leader of Parliament, the MPP, and ote Nenkano, and the issues are all raised when it comes to a electoral commission, and all of a sudden the rerun no enkomo and audio no. I think today, this week, sorry, and all proposes the EC should come back na omumbedi nkomo biom no mon share what exactly is the problem with the rerun again on the 19 polling stations omo declare say ebekwa koto abani bio no. Interestingly, I have in front of me a letter fi a new patriotic party for her eba making kind in krata no meeting kwa eba be koso no making kind ni nyina but answer na no the majority leader honorable Mahama Ayariga so kasai on the floor of parliament after the minority leader Osahene Afenyo Maken kasa wie no ono so edin komo for the same issue no ho regards to Blekuma North and afeso the electoral commission the no na yemra batisia.
So the electoral commission is saying that the issue in contention is that 37 pink sheets provided by the NPP are scanned copies, not originals. The public may recall that political party supporters besieged our coalition center and destroyed a number of the pink sheets for the Ablekuma North parliamentary elections during the collation of results following the December 7 general elections. Trying to get the second page. After extensive deliberations, and this is important, after extensive deliberations, the commission informed the political parties that it will proceed to rerun the election in 19 out of the 37 polling stations. The commission arrived at the decision to rerun the election in the underlisted polling stations because the 19 scanned polling station results used for the collation, though approved by agents of both political parties, were not verified by the presiding officers responsible for those polling stations. This is the reason. The Electoral Commission is saying that their own presiding officers did not verify the 19 polling stations. And because their presiding officer did not verify the 19 polling stations, they don't think that those polling station results should be used. And that is why they are deciding to rerun those 19 polling stations. You made reference to the presentations made by the EC in this house. If you recall, after the EC's presentation, I drew the attention to the fact that the matter in contention was the issue of verification of the pink sheets, the scanned ones, and that their own presiding officers did not verify the pink sheets. And that day he was calling on this house to help them to have security to collate the results. And I said that for this house to help you, this house has to verify that what you are telling us is true. And I know because everything happened on television. And the presiding officers did not verify those pink sheets. So if you want us to help you, we will conduct an inquiry in this house. And if we establish that your own presiding officers verify those pink sheets, then we will direct the police to come and provide you with the protection you need to collect the results. This is what has made them to go back, think over it, and now decide that they have to come clean on the fact that their own presiding officers did not verify the scanned pink sheets. And if the scanned pink sheets were not verified by their own presiding officers, on what basis should that be used? That is why they are calling for a rerun of those 19 polling stations. I don't know why you are afraid. Why are you afraid? Why are you afraid? Why are you afraid? So please, let us not try to politicize this and say that because recently the national chairman of one political party made a statement, the EC is intimidated. No, it's just fair and reasonable that if their own officer did not verify those pink sheets, that they should rerun those polling stations.
All right, Enti Ura, and I say Honorable Majority Leader Mahama Ayariga, and yetene kano on the issue, the same issue that has to do with electoral commissioner Osahene Afenyo Markin Erezi, who is a minority leader. Issue na we reason. So basically, the person say 19 polling stations na Wablekuma North no. Electoral commission say omo empanyimfo a omo hwe abato no so wo ho no. Omo ntumi and verify copies no dia. And some fata says ye de ka ho ne ye de kire se obi ne win ya na semesi ne win ye. Enye clear. Enu nti no se omanka so mo nkrofo wo honom electoral commission for nkrofo entumi am verify se sheet no ampa ye nkrata anaya sensan so se ampa edimu enu nti no yemfa nka ho dia esa fata se yisi esan back na obeto just about this 19 polling stations na aka no na according to Ora Mama Yarega no ofo say si ebeto anu a na no enkyere hwe anyway I mean say ankoyi yen sanko ne enkoto ne back no ense hwe ana so say obisa say ana MPP for no musro say ebia ye koto 19 na ebesan adane ana enkomo ana say den ya but eno na Ora Mama Yarega erezi ye no concerning yisi and after so they come back to do the rerun of the 19 polling stations no. Mekacha say Mensaka Krata bi ewa from the New Patriotic Party on letterhead so from the headquarters and Abba na say notice of emergency National Executive Committee meeting, that is NEC meeting eba bekoso. Now this is what they say or say I extend to you warm greetings from the National Secretariat of the party. By the order of the National Second Chairperson, Madam Rita Talata Asobaire, you are hereby notified that there will be an emergency National Executive Committee meeting on Monday, July 7th, 2025, which is today. 1. The National Executive Committee meeting is scheduled as follows. Monday, July 7, 2025, 10 o'clock a.m. at MPP headquarters at Salam Down. The agenda is Ablekuma North and matters arising. Notice is hereby served. Thank you. Signed by Justin Kodia Frimpong, the General Secretary of the party. So what it means is that meeting bekoso ene na the TN say the MPP will want to set a neck person tenase headquarters in 10 o'clock a.m. The Ablekuma North election na ye nimu on the 11th July ahead of us person tenase na omudi hu enkomo yie pa na no meeting has been called by the second chairperson Madam Rita Talata Asobaire and wafre meeting emergency meeting pa say ene July 7th of July omumra na omo embeye meeting But it's interesting. Letter no I buy the meeting no kind krata ni ya what is say meeting has been called by the second chairperson of the New Patriotic Party. The question arises na Chairman Bute, who is the first chair person of the MPP no away. Why is he not the one calling for the meeting? Now so say Sebio say or support to Ken Japan inti ana we niti no enti na mana basa ana na so say Sebio or ye Ken nipa inti na mana akoye de aye na bibisa questions but say nya sa so na say meeting obia to me Fred ya indeed na ye Janos pefe say the second chairperson ni abonidin Madam Rita Talata so bayre na efre for it dia Edika, your questions and ye bisa sesia. 18 minutes past the hour of 8. Ye Kessben 92.9 and I face so Kessben TV. On your friend is saying DSTV channel 364 and I face so on Go TV channel 121. Also obey to me Ashe ewo honum meeting Eddie Omanson for Kojo Preko Dankwah. But making kind messages we na fe yenko your roads and I face so issues that has to do with specific amasama impukwa se kwai de no ano din ye pa yate say a demonstration crowd to me akoso within the week. Residents in no ebuofu yepa contractor no you say he's nowhere to be found and all that. We be di hun komo and chekra na fi ya share the air call. My main kind way enfi a teacher Kojo Tepa or say we have all been following the Electoral Commission statement about the Blekuma North constituency elections, where only 3 polling stations were outstanding or disputed by the NDC. In any case, 16 polling stations, excluding the outstanding 3, had already been collated by the Electoral Commission. So why would the Electoral Commission rerun the elections in the 16 polling stations whose results have already been collated? Wahu. I am tempted to believe that the Blekuma North constituency may be without an MP until 2028. Greetings, Honorable Nana Ajimai Prempe, MP for Ahafo Ano South. Or also Nidia or De Ebai, no. And then this one is coming from a very good friend again, Massa Wood from Kumasi Bantam. Massa Wood, be able to call here. Michiri say weekend you could ye ma. Massa Wood said, good morning, fantastic KPD. Good morning, Massa Wood. I'm urging the government to fulfill its campaign promises and take more decisive stance against illegal mining in the country. If declaring state of emergency is the solution when you were in opposition, what has changed now that you are in power? Governance is a serious business. Regards to former KMA boss Sam Pine, or no so Nidia or De Ebai, and Menkan Winafi Menkwa Humana. So, good morning. I am Okan from Sene West District, precisely Bantama. Okay, Michelle Kokan, Bibiaboko. I'll say the internal conflict with the MPP will ultimately unite and strengthen the party very soon. On tertiary education, paying fees for level 100 is not the issue. The levels 200 and 400 that needs support because in level 100 students mostly stay on campus, which the hostels are cheaper. Government should have focused on those levels instead. That's where students need it most. You know, if you can hot or not so need there or they buy no. 21 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. and we're Kessben TV and face so Kessben 92.9. Mekwa homana so na mene Ora Samuel Amwa or your deputy PRO Emma GPRTU. Yani ndin komo the issue of equino amasama mpokwase kwina no it's been long overdue. And near my cost to Honomun and Koyi Kra, Untumi and Faho, now also wait the just even about 30 minutes. And so what do baby I would do instead say Biao Consawom, so we'll call a year as a man can say, and I say, the Kahunina, it is becoming extremely difficult. Cars and Cheddar and Koyi SSA, residents, passengers in Futro. After the article, say, passengers and residents away with home now say on my bay demonstration. Yeni nkomo yeni oramwa eni nkomo na yen hwe de ekoso almost a GPRTU what the drivers are also saying and I feel so dien na abeto manimu a yebedi hu enkomo anope oramwa good morning matching bibia boko de
Kojo na so won se say
erade adom yegusun kakrakra
ye do man ko ase
amen na akra amasama empokwase kwan no yenim se eso no enye papa akwaba and all that. First of meaning komo what driver for no complain ben pa no omode ebremu e wo office.
Me da se Kojo mami nchia woti for shop ni o manga na ni asenka for Ghana na Kojo
yes sir
ye kun say ama samai kwan abeyo how kese pa di ama asenka for apply that route. Now, aside commercial transporter, almost a share say complaints in the crop, no. Other road users like private cars near Adina, Ubia a Sugunium. I mean, no, say, Uchasa Quine, a coba bakubia, as I say, Utimido car, and a shop. Now, Oko Cheki, I see a community, and Senyama. Obi etimi ko na ne ball joint a 2. Obi timi ko na ne tie rod a 2. Chese eya sembia edio how kese pa dia brush and kafo apply sa amasama road no. Now the state of the road ni sabria make kan wan se media papa. Mankasa eneda me fa sa kwan no so me were ko me ho. Me nsa o na me papa most of the time me kwa normally I use a blue road, but no idea na me idea watching motor am so my main fast akwan so Kojo it take me hours before say meet me do and some I just said nay I reho e do baby a utumi ebo poto mu na o ka na se achi na de ekika ka ho oh aya de bia ye bisa ye ho say ayem bia den na mpanimfo eye e de afasa akwan no ho e do baby kwa na hyenkafo no bi wo ho at a point kwa no some of them empeso mu lodu e de fasa akwan no so denti na ese say koba ne sa adanu ya ye wuru say DDL for ababonten so mo ba be ru check ne e ka ne say o ka na ase niama bi ye ni ade aye fine 225 Ghana cedis and all that mika say omulure fi kwan aye nam so enti Kojo eya die bia sese no ababe hajin pass okwa sese no contractors no near off the road oma abandon kwan na eda wasese ye nim so mo to aso ayo so mo ye ne sen yo akwan ya nwi ne se ensu toto a etimi ka ba bi odu ka akoko wura a na ka na say e dia kwantinti Kojo eya die bia hajin papa obia offer amasa my kwan so say VIP drivers so drivers so can I say sprinter drivers urban drivers near the Kojo a miserable that road is miserable and I don't know what the government is doing and I don't know so fast akwan so mo fast there then with immediate effect I believe say so mutimi ye bibi at the phone and yes apa there driver for betia sikrum
asma wo kan de ha dwene yie pa because me kai say me am mafa so pen me bedu ye no aboso kan na be wie me bok almost about I think it was about 5,000 because say very very serious and I have witnessed other people on mukwa just a traffic quite alone utumi di be 5-6 hours na untu o car no kra enko wanim here and my point is say ebanesa my fear ashenkafo no mo kwan no so na one shot no more increase your friend is saying transport by default because and never cost wo hono and sheda enko years matiti bibisa say there is plans for more hono to increase that
Kojo omo nam kwan so no pi na de mra na so ahye omo nsam yiye ni amadi
exactly
so fa kwan no so aho say cars ni bi wo wa so mo bubu passengers ni tot odi nse me kon sawon pa but oni nse me lodu nsa mo me gin nsa mo fe a me kwa ba no repairs a me yo me ka ho no sika me nya entimi nye search repair entimi what they do is obefre pokwase oduru pokwase a no wasi passengers ni na no wasan agina ebia sapema na chese obubu ni nkakran ntino obeko kuduru nsawo mo no na chese sika wanya na sika pudu Kojo mi anka se no amenam kwan no so no I had to sacrifice say mema go for left because I was driving alone God is my witness yesterday me man ko because passengers go kwan no so omunya ka emfanko e na me fanko for e de ka me ho e drive yo mo de mo ko nsa wo ye mi say yo say sa e kan say o sa po no mo gina ho no so no they don't deserve some be ko be dey so mo ko cars are short to Ghana na no cars in short to ye na mo no cars in short you but kwan ni say dey TNT the pina am so be fast kwan no so e na mo ko so charge o mo de be charge no enya asem kutwa eba ne san so a yentini kwan ni yentino o ka ho asema nhu ne kabia because ade ne ye o complainia he is right to complain and because of that the passenger for no so no kafracho oni se ne ho akiri ni ntini watu asa na no so because of so ko du fie and your how can see the passengers and you driver for all the road users and am sa kwan so ti se dia o kan no kre eba ne sa ma driver for the brede e bra na show mo nsem no mo charge SS mo charge bu bi o mo pe e de nam kwan no so nti enkosi na he na aban ba betena se aban ba betena ni say fine aban da da twemoko foforo aba wa be den no ya fa ho ni ni kire ho anase na ni kire ho se Kojo enye so obi na si omi ana me se no what can ni sa kwan no so come abandon road no that the state road no wo mu se pa de Kojo se mpanimfo ntimi anye bibia mfa ebedu baabi no obehe no ebi agi se passengers e wo ho no enante ana se driver for no so eye de omupe bia unzu ntimi enkotene om enti ade ha dwemi na
mami bi so enti ede empa na eye GPRTU for mo beka kire eye Ministry of Transport say road so say aban na mu ebefa sa ekwan ho but first of all enra no who contractors also there
oh David because you contractors in this
obi eni so
contractors oh David omu ni so they are not there
hey
and omu ni ho oh yes and you so be na see o me ana me say me a me de manim mienu a me ne santem ekuhunu ye obi ani ho na so omo ho na nra ekwasi adampo na omanko adwuma kan ka obi ho omo machine so
na nka ma bibi say nti machine se kura ni so
they are not there omo ye kodu ba bi na minim so musika na asan se den o so mubu na afu e no mo janka na bi ato na anwe ne singan
na infutro sa me hwebu TV no so infutro pa
pie enti unam so no ansa o kan bag ko yo bi cover nra I'm telling you, I'm not even driving the car. I feel different. I have to send the car to the workshop and work on it. Engineer say Kobanisa. The road is not worthy to be used. The road itself is not worthy to be used. And they are going to be a hard Kojo. And you catch up by and say, yes, Sereni Bebre. Yes, Sereni Bebre. What somebody I FPT can say of Anquire ba Eddie Ababi Pokwase. Unam swap perfect. And kind of then or your phone. Yes, Sereno. Driver for them to acquire no so almost Kagana for who. As a so normal body pass almost some passengers. Almost almost if you come in the CSK, a big car says, you move from a cameraman, no more for so no more the number of vehicles are says is acquiring so. I be urgent to me idea, which is acquiring so. I have to make the degree. Yes, sir, by the brain. Yes, sir, no, yes, and say you could to give from. Yes, punish with no more than no more cost acquiring so. Don't go be big a cramp and match and capo and I'm going.
Or am I? Better see be breeze on here, didn't come over Kessben so. Deputy PRO Emma GPRTU ora Samuel Amwa and you know AD and Komono Efa Accra Amasama Kwano dia AC Ekono and Shada Enkoye but we share TV no Kessben TV and Facebook behwe Ekwano the aye anwene se ni anwene se ni mfutro according to Amwano no a friend is say engineer and as a contractor se no kra ni kwan so it is becoming amaya chance of ashenkafo no nema koso wo ho no enkoyie kra. I have a press release wo mensem hanom from Concerned Drivers Association of Ghana and also ewa hanom saying say they have issued a 4-day ultimatum Emma road ministry over the Amasaman in Sawom highway and also ewa hanum details ni na no roga mia madam for William say ewo ahoma no so ye no ND and komo ono so can Concern Drivers Association of Ghana for ho na yen hwe de ekọ almost statement no mo issue no mo den de specific 4-day ultimatum to road ministry over the Amasaman in Sawom highway no so roga morning bi abakọ there
me joso me nyabe manam pom tse
radio adom kakrakra yeguso me hu mo statement no amoma road ministry 4-day ultimatum say o man hwe ambeka Amasaman Sawom highway no ho ansem a ebe ha adwene ye pa bombing komo ada na 4-day ultimatum
e de me bisa wasam kakra me say statement we dey say dan na wo repeat dia
okay
say for 4 dia maintaining because I say about month ni any other statement by now minister and sending a message so by the show on Ghana.
Okay, okay. Inti fiti sa time na mama sa ultimatum be seen no. What has really changed?
And near me no kase ye na mkwanso a ye ko minister no na na mi che me nia mo a ofre susu
okay.
Okwana de inimisa bana o de ma contract na sika bi en ho na sika kakra bi a wo mo de ye ama ye de election nanso abani ye tuaso ye nkasa abani bi ba no ye adwuma na sika ni wa wo ba be je go da bi if the revenue no na ye giti de ma wo na wo de ye adwuma adraba for ye try insurance ye try roadways ye try income tax ye try de ma wo kana resources ni na wo sem ne wo ekwani yen kase abani ngukota ni menimu ya mayen debi in sort of way owiabo apuri ama forecast assess na me braka me na meti enyo bisi na meti Amasaman stadium road into kwani de tempia ire sia 2 days bia me faso na ukosha ama forecast assess go kwan so na edizebu senka idea people senka won beto mo nonsense but eduru be na won ye no mo nya adwen kakra tense e kwa na won kwase ase no bi anka so to no nanso enipa de ahomto ne kasa enipa o de ahomto ne kasa eni ntimi de ka ne ye koshia minister no ye koshia ni wi a ye pe tie na no masem ye wi a ye be ba be drama Ghana for you because okwa na eyokwana eye Ghana nyina ni ufi akọ aflawa ye kwan eso ufi akọ Burkina Faso yi Cape Coast ne takrade ye kwan eso na so se fi akọ Kumasi kwan ne de eso se kwan biara wo Ghana because se kwan kro na eno ne fa so ko things for 5 regions there were not for region only fa ko and this kwan kakra free ambasaman atum se o mu chancellor wọ́n yẹ mú pé gírẹ́dà mìínú pẹ́ ayé abúbá akọ pẹ́ sẹ́nà burúkú yẹ wọ́n kwan mú na mú tu kwan na mú ba na mẹ́ka kyerẹ́ nso tọ́ yà na mama gírẹ́dà náà fa so na ayé abú náà fa so wọ́n siesie kwan náà ma dàbà fa so sẹ́tẹ̀ mu yẹ nso ntọ́ yìí na nso mama gírẹ́dà fa so ayé abú wọ́n yẹ gírẹ́dà náà twa so fain sẹ́ ma sẹ́ wọ́n duru bẹ̀ẹ̀bi a wọ́n wuru bẹ̀ẹ̀bi a wọ́n fa kwan no sẹ́ wọ́n fa benkum sẹ́ wọ́n fa nyimfa na wọ́n fi nso Kumasi ba so sẹ́ wọ́n fa benkum sẹ́ wọ́n fa nyimfa so kwani ye trata kwanu se ketepula kwanu se pule ze kwanu obintimi hu ana ye na se mtie wan se ye besira omampanyini transport minister highway minister se yes na ona bagboja finance minister ye papa atforce se yes ra mo fo mo nan si fem ye hu se nra se na so omampanyini first year of university for no wama ye de wakutu omuska ma woni achi ye na draba fuzu ni ne ye se ya nkwa ye ni di ya ma ye ni di ya nkwa so amoso mo nko at the same time no petrol ba from ma draba fu ya te location then ye pray ni adi ntini ya report sa se mu ya mo pese mu tie intimi sia media for ne Ghana Central for say okun mu nyire na chi na se na mo fe ye ni enyumre ye free minister no ba ye baba beka nya ye okati ni na ya fa kitikiti currency ya nka se ade ni ye ne dia na wo dia ne kuru ni down na want to kia e beto na no ndi ye de ka se Kumasi kwan de se ne te no se ye ka se ye baba na tra ho fine akopi me bia 15 bill bia ene nam se kwan na se ye block no se ye ka se bituma na tra ho fine me no case on the 7th July aka 8 days na 15th na drum se betra obi odia ene no kwa na se block no se kem fast biu na wo me ba na bi fa kropon na fa central region na wo ma na wo be group Accra
na kwa ne nwa maye ma kwa ne nwa sa
ade be kum ni pa no ene ka fa ni tinkin mu na ko do aso do ma na sa se wafa kwano so no ka sa se kwano so ya eya homti na me ni ha me kakra no se ba sa kese no eni trader kese no ene wo masam kwa e mobo tan kese ni dia se anki nu kwa se ka wona kwa mpo na adwere da so se ne ring bi bebu ana na zo be bi ba pai ka se wo kwa se leti e kwano die e ya dama fumuja enti ene die yesi ene papa na eno to safe ye yeba ye kono ya kokati ya bako atimota malam tansi overhead ye na ni huni ye bu fi ni ye kono church ni church o wuri se ni ti na maisa and makayati any tools ena momo ye kwa no mun ni se concern for de ye mfa ye na adwuma ho asem nsie ye won panyin fo a wotae na chi underground bibinia won ka uli adu we de esemu antum nko na mkokoma ya ne yasim ye ko so mu gire na tipintin mu ni ba kokora mfiri e ba se be press conference a empanyin funi bi to mu to mu yi kama ya nfa ya nfa ya press conference enti ya de kai ye ni mse enne ye ni sia ifo a me de say any 2 days e kwa no wodi katepra ni machine be kwa kokokwa na he esi kwa na madama bo enti sadia ni ye be ni se kwa na ye be block ni we are minister na ka na wo mpre wo muntie no ye blocking na so da funa police for bawa and so my pregnant trust house or better. Now we to one among my driver for the answer
quick one answer na bekono na ora mo aka bibi se sesia no ahyankafo no afa mo ha dwene mansia no mo ye ne tot omo kwa ne yesi wa masama ne afa sa pema ne yesi sa pema ne afa nsawom ne ekono kakra kakra so mo so mo drivers no mate so mo ye bisa
ni amu aka no ene ni ameka no e ya de bako e se ye ne ayi hia ye meeting se sa ade bi si esi ano se tot egu ya na adwuma na nimase nyansu kuma that lane no IC Accra at someone on we are shint me ye ebe den net na ye we kura driver for no say won to car na pass e bu kwanso bus na efa ni pan so bus aban yesere aban se ma won fo won ni to enu kwanso se wo mo ye no ma won no ni anko public transport unions no so ya won't mean control man da eya ne du ba bia no de wona ni ato no so ene ye kra bus aba ne masa finenti ho wo kra bus ba the public transport unions no kan wa ye no kwa yiti about 70% 70 to 75% aman bus is make about 25%. And the same ye no concern me can be an me kan me say na ye ni changes enti ye ma change ni ba enti say ye ka won tie ye o man tie na ne o fam ne ka tire o mo wa ye ka ne o fam tire no man tie na wo fi so ba ye be twen wo fi so ba ye be twen wo ma na to fe
okay
ka no kra tire because ye na ni abre wo mo ba yi municipals ye ni ye bia board ye ye bia ye na djuma kakra ye so onya kwai kakra ma ni o so okay idea wo be gusu nyamum no fi ase twaso ma ti esi ama en driver for na mo so maza asa to e fi no me
okay all right Willie ye be twen mo mokoba mo ye no mbedi nkomo ne ahwede ye ko why
so me da nyame
all right Willie say anasa oga Willie and I know Edin come from Concerned Drivers Association and I know Edin come on. My main kwahoma no subium na mene Ora Samuel Apedu or your electoral assemblyman Apedo or your assemblyman that was Sansam electoral area share Kuntunsi satellite honomona honomana ne electoral no wo ha so na pokwase kwan ne de akwa na ebe nyina nsa kwan ne nyina no efa and indeed what residents na wo no so no omo issues and all that ora some obi aboko there
me adon ye hu ye pachom smotisen
ye hu ye ye de radio asese wo so ohu ye Accra ensawon pokwase ekwan ye nkoma na ye di no esansa wo ye obi beka assemblyman ewo sansam electoral area ne de ese fata say no di nkomo efa ho residents ne se sense here
bedase efa konya so achia ochiefo nyina ne ewo mu ni se ekwan de sese de bebe adu de yewu anisa se ne residents no efa mu no atiti pa adu anopa awia o anytime bia sawu kokromu sawu bawo obe bresa ka unyaka ne obenya no abo a obeji onu times 3 of even normal fare no enu kra unya bi enti ekwan sese de bebe adu de yebesre pa se aban ontwa nani embehwe ekwan no omunsiesie no animanim ya sese amene uka se ubehu nkrofo agina kwa ho mu peka akokromu nyaka upa gisa ufa moto nso a ubedu baabi okọ no na chese ese wonya tare fufro de show bag mu anza na wakọ ukodu ho a uwekọ akogina infa na wasesa ho enti ekwan de edi ohaw kese pa edi atu yeso enti bra ye bre no ye besre se contractor no owo problem bia besre se abanhwe na enemanim ya onhwe no onsolve ma na ontumi be wie ekwan no na sese bebe adu de ye ntumi kura ntumi ebua a ebia wofi even amasama wo ba even media higher. Oh my jiwa, so much you 5 city. But the self ya master my back media ha. Obecha be 30 cities.
Hey.
Because can unya. Ubenya be 6 apema. From Sapema to
30 Ghana.
Sana what that. Nti yen kitin sa di ama price na ko fufa moto e de fi media ha kwa amasama. Ombeji 70 cities.
Hey, anodin.
Nti bread ye bread. Sisi ade ọha no nyinaa beto etimamufo so ama ahoto a aban no ka se odi breye no ya yeti ha de yenya bi
rapido my picture ne clear. So on a typical day say bia wasori ye bekwa adwuma na adwada amanfo pentama kwa adwuma. How is life like? It was important ho. It is saying you have been come about time. My shame white. Eja me come adwuma na me kura me bag na me gina ho. Fiti AB abe ahomachin 5 a.m. na be 6 ne 6:30 na me nyaka. I mean, how is the hustle like? My picture ni ye.
Me da say ora Kojo. And the woman say me ma o picture na. Let's just say me in farm fee fight. Who person kokrum. This a wa ukita uka na wape lungu biako. Ba so da ahomachin 3 pa wunyaka. Ubetumi agina ho saa ma ebedu ba this time kwa wunyaka. Yise obi ada room na otwemu ana wa hu mobo se o fa. Ta anu kwa bi ni ho. Ebi kwa ni ho ma o ka so ko frupo. Enti se se me ne o ka sei ubegina ho se se a ka bia ni ho. Obi obebe bi onko. Private case a obi ka obi otwemu akwadwuma na amanfo sere no mu josu kakra wanye ni sana bia wanye bi upentem akwa ufa moto a ebo no dindin nti ka no kwa bi kwa ni ho na wakasa ukofuru ukwa obebre ubanso obebre
what is say almost say demonstration be basis abc there
mati yenyina yabe kai ho abomu na ya kire abanse ba bia de adun wamba ni manim ya dia ye wu ani sa esia ewiabo untumi nko nsuto untumi nko traffic to me see wo kwan we su more than 3-4 hours unya ba bia ma wafa eti cars ni ebi kwan to me omunya ba bi mfa e kwan de minim spa say wo ye contractor na wo ye kwan ebia wo be ye ba bi yama ebia omo yusu kwan no ma yusu ko na wa ye nya wo ye no Basisi no kwani nyina sei baby kra ni ho wo fa kra wo pese wo fa kra wo betumi anya asesafa ni nyina sei kwani nyina sei
how is business like e wo ye important ho isane say sebi nka na ye ntutu so sa no obi bekan so jafu nke du ho ani atodokun mienu chinamba akubi ni akufi ni akudi emu bi ne beto ani ato fried rice bi okwan ho na eja kele olifo so omusika na nkom so manya kakra nwumre no mda kwhwo mre no mumba how is business omututu kwan so ya omuso mo ya omeja hokoi eti saying
and the affect business amase si akra unyo bi akra manage na kwa so oton bibi because ateche nsuto ateche wo ho no bise na hotem wa pon to me fa ade nso so beto ande wo ho nso antona na nse nso ntoye wo de okofa ho sesia afutru das e wo ho embwa enti ekwanu e de oha okese abre ya yeti ha area mu ha because nso to ye wo problem ewiabo nso a ye wo problem and that affecting your business nyina
amamo hygiene are a problem, right?
Very high. Very high.
Because nano me be fa so na me mani kire kumase na medu matwemo ho ne kakra na mo ton brodo no emfuturo pa na me bisa me ho say nti hwan na beto brodo omo so ma menyina ho anton a se bi kakra on be kofie so aye problem nti emfuturo nko ensuo ice water na bottle omo ton nyina emfuturo afo ni nyina
Yan ya penny. You had him say Mufidi and Penny for omutie
pa
yesro mu pa
okay
yesro baby a kwan adu die yesro mu pa aya dia hayen pa and your best room and menu years see a contractor no close we fi site to so we dey omuni ho and see the big cra ebia omu wo ho na bia omu wo kra po omu fi ye omuni omu ya no mu omu fi ye say o cow abese wa cow on fi and your best re say road minister on twa nani embehwe ha maye but say bia ye do die ye ni nyina ato yensem
alright
ye bibia anko
mate
le bia anko nti ye best rom ye na mu fidie kase su esrom pa se omo twa mani behwe
okay
na se se de oha ye komunu ye bre papa
alright ora Samuel Apedo ye beda se pa mrepem ne be san ba bi na be di nkomo
yes we ada masenya me sha
yes we ada se pa ora Samuel Apedo oye assemblyman e ma sansam electoral area ena ye no edi enkomo no me de ha me yie pa san se me ma me wo kwan no so ne ko ayedin yie pa so o kasa wo ko ho pa na obedi be 6 hours 7 hours e wo kwan no so wo check akra won sanwom na so wo be fia obedi be 10 o'clock 10 pm na wo be do even St John's hakra chese wakasa bia wo twemu kra afa soro ho ba bia kofia akwakojojo ho. It is becoming unbecoming, and I think the earlier the better. Ministry of Air Road and Transport yesrel se contractor no eba ne se bia ne sika 17 na mani nko yi a yesrel mo a moni omonka se nye sa so a munko dwesu kakra na yemfa nsuo ngugu so na enko nanim kakra even eye Madina Adenta dodowa kwan no so no eno so sa obefa so yemfa bibi yendwisu kakra wanye lucky a obeba na okai asinyina say, and it's becoming some way. Last week Friday, mene Richard, my producer, yenenam ebri kwan so ye sani for my yeba. That was around almost about 6:30 thereabout. Na make sure esum wo people no so pa. And also a hadwini ye pa. Street light na wo ebri people no so nyina dum. Very dangerous. O sane light in him, o fro light in him. Everything is dead. Ewo ebri people kuno so eko kitase. I mean how? How? Say I mean road marks no kra no so one careful no when hu ni yia. One how do kan no kwa kwakoto amnem. Enso to dia chese hu hwe kra because light in so kra na light was so kra na at saying na light kra ni so. I mean, we took the trouble to even take video shots. Ama penyi bi so san kofa so enra nwumre san sene the same ono so twane de by version. Ade my say munka ho asem ade na ekone nko yie. Abri kwan no so wetwam wo ayi mensa wo fro people no from people na akosi ketase ekosi jankro mo say himfa na esum kwa jankro esum kwa jankama esum kwa, and it is bad if street lights enya adwuma ewo bri kwan no so a I'm wondering yet ha na accident asi obi de car na kwakọ hye amnem no de hye mu wi a afa ne ye ho ha ye kwakọ ye street light ne bulbs na wu yet muji ye your friends say ye share electricity bill a muji ye why ada na mu ye sa ase timemu fo ye tim ye tua ye mu ji ye tax no ye tua no so na de send de fata esesem de maye no so no mo mfa ma yen why ada na mu ye sa mo sorry am say ye ntua hwe mo am wo Kessben TV e wo Facebook mo na mo behwe you can't even see anything hwe we ebri kwan no so people no usane hwe de onwa ne ka ne light pe de onwa ne wo light pe e na hu she street eso nyina e dark we ni efi eye ye nua ba ni 1 week maybe sasu ne papa 1 week ye fi hoba no e ni etwa asade be 6:30 ye nam kwan so ba. Look at the darkness, my God. Every kwan so every a whole tourist site and ke betima ye ni ye papemu hwe kwan no so darkness, total darkness. Street light bien ye juma. I mean seat of government peduase a whole nyina ben nyina. I mean how can you do such a thing? Why na check is an ema we nyina? Wo de do peduase na he total darkness. Ebe si ayi mensa total darkness. Eba besi eye your friend is saying or ya refa ko nyina total darkness. And yet ye charge ye street light ye tua UCG ye tua Bobs ni nyina ewu. In any case, regional minister Greater Accra be say ebo and then the next how many days na dey ye be ye street light e wo ye nkran mu nyina. Me no ka say chi na he street bobs na he light no hwe nkania no how far na se wonnam na se Ghana nie aburi kwan so Ghana nie small landing aburi kwan so mikrom na se wonnam kwan so na se hwe light your light it's very sad. Yes sir, road and transport for mobetima kwa kwhwe na motima sort to problem we am e be high be de pa Ghana highways rather, right? Okay, monko na monko hwe mai and menim he ya na de koso aburi kwan so de Equiapim South Municipal Assembly. Monko hwe mai ora asame wuku ne ma maka mo soro ho nyina. Samba sinko constituency mo esin ba nwumre mo hu sa nema we nyina. Yesrem a oho. Ohwa ne yefa mo fa na mo koko fredua na mo kɔ conference. Mo koko fredua na makɔtena redek na mo kɔ conferences post election conference. Peduase ne committee ne ba. Hwɛ light. Tese hu hwe kra. I mean, how do you do this to us? No obi de ne car ko shemu ho no mo a de be kan ne say sorry abo no kra na eyi ba no kra na up to na menim Richard de akosi kra say abo no kra mo de net bi be so so ma no kra de na akosi kra ye nim amumu ye yes ade kire enye fe kra enye fe ahun kan hit patch for some men kan tell say one na yi o kon yo ya so one na yi me boa wona ho nyina wo ba bi ya wo ya o muscle ya wo ya arthritis a man also more menstrual cramps on me catch you. I won't hit patch. Some say no pain in 2025 and beyond. And untino auto aya won't hit patch nibia. What they toby green auto utia noa. Ubon say adifita bi katasu yi fita ni mienu ni na. O sa obka ko to deep brown. Ubon wo de nyame na me catch you auto obehu. Uya na fo de atare bibia pain no ewo no. Me nada o. Enche ubon say o pain no. Afon se wose ne maybe wura wo widie ni mute se o should be ram be san yare asisi a I can hit patch no and also men can show no pain in 2025 and into the up edodo to ampacho origin chemist ad farmer DMF sphere sub health oko kumase so Danny farmer alpha dio Panacea Pharmacy, Kofrodia Gapson Pharmacy, Eastern Chemist, and Afeso Kotamalia, a Malarigo Pharmacy, Takrade, a Boakwa Pharmacy, and Afeso Knock Chemist, Okohonoma, Wonsa, Ebeka Homka, Hit Patchenum. Most are more regional distributors, Ironom, Omu Hebipa, into number way, na Onyomo ending Komo a year pa 0599 802297 0599 802297 and that's 0248 50 9003 0248 9003 and that's 0536 645 334 and no eya hum can hit patch omo edro enono awofo me catch am say best brain publications say me catch say primary products are nkwala no edisua de no mathematics for primary basic 1 and 6 science basic 1 and 6 English language our world our people computer for basic and our face to creative art for basic nina aba our best brain publications into call ubenye bi atoma nkwala no religious and moral education also aba saso na KG4 and our face to nursery for nyina modie aba JHS for moso modie wo honom ebi ti say JHS mathematics 7 8 and 9 combined and our face ubenya science JHS and also 7 8 and 9 combined English language so sa okwa ubenya integrated science ICT and literacy for activities and no for crèche and a scribbling activities for crèche nina onsa ebe can be your best brain publications onsa ebe can be our honor from our 0241 520 946 0241520946 and also say 0504200 0504200 your best brain publications who asem ena me catch answer na ziga ebeben with ziga stake my main kind one or two text messages PMCC here na ziga and ziga ba wi a nkomo bi wo ho a me no ba bedi ebiom Ruby Fashion DHM so near Golda Hotel Kumasi say it is only court that has the power to direct the EC to rerun an election. The tacit means to rig for the NDC regards to Chairman Kuka Francois Ashanti regional organizer and then Samuel Pine former KMA boss or also Nadia or Deba no. This one is also coming from Kwablan V Pokwase Benghazi Kwablan V. Good morning. I'll say NPP has already lost the Ablekuma rerun election, so they shouldn't go there and misbehave, else we are going to attack them like the way they beat Honorable Sam. No, I know they. Kwablan V Mr. Yen Fanto Kwa Enko election ase. I know they Mr. Yepa. It mean to me and kind of messages no cramming to me kind and twaso and tokwa de enye kra. OPK patriotic voices go so. Also regards to Mr. Amankwa Ejare incoming, Ejare Isaac incoming MPP Bono regional chairman. And ne Maakye, you know, say Galamsey is in its worst state under Mahama, and the NDC gurus doing it with impunity, destroying our lands and water bodies. But the CSOs, Catholic bishops, conference chiefs, pastors, UTAC, labor unions, Professor Jampo, Honorable Black, Honorable Sam George, etc., who were on the neck of the previous Nana Addo and MPP government to declare a state of emergency are quiet and are quiet now, and that is hypocrisy, because this is not the reset Mahama and the NDC promised Ghanaians, and they are now seeing the true colors of the NDC. But MPP will not rescue Ghanaians in 2028. Regards to Honorable Benjamin Nage, or your MPP Greater Accra Regional Organizer and Office, Honorable Titus Glover, the MPP National Organizer, hopeful, and ne Omo Makeng, and how I come saying Honorable Katrina Feku, and the rest in Obo Omudi Ewahadamono. It's exactly 9 o'clock. If you have on Kessben 92.9, I feel so Kessben TV, and I feel so on DSTV channel 364, and I feel so Go TV channel 121. Many ziga we will go back to our exclusive. Mame Dr. Hannah Bisiu Edi and Koma no Edi no ye money in we ye can promise we say we're going to bring you all the exclusives ye no ye no. Indeed, baby I do no I mean very serious. Minim send that what you mean out to say excavators ye can say or cast watching no e fana no efim beye hu issue hu press statement and all that. Fa excavators no politicians are mutumi fa hu wi am ho ahomache ekotutu mu excavators no moso amodi sika egu bag mu de man boys so mo fa nkoma Dr. Hannah Bisiu mudi nyina Hannah Bisiu bu boy was the exclusive ni mu a ye bebo ene ama wo no yesane say they were never see kono. Even if I read what OPK patriotic voices say kana na edifata say Galamsey kono ye kuni ye pa. But if mine within communities in Imua, a hajuni ye pa. Ye beko Ashanti region where mpanyinfo mo party mu. Wada so Galamsey communities in Imu no. Munyina mudino Dr. Hannah Bisiu, the Margaret Thatcher of our time. The administrator of your friend is saying Minerals Development Fund Abu Bono ye enye ne kan yo enyo bi na ekumanchi wabobo dino unhia na udi wo mu a mepacho roll call no enche ye bobo ni nyina, but that exclusive ye bobo ni nyina amount 3 minutes past the hour of 9. Excavators ye no ena ye betie ene na afi names no so de no and no say bobo ni nyina obobo ni nyina amount. But answer na no mamen call ziga ho na fi member back na yemedi and komo Mama what a Facebook no I think sir mo de na men kenkan bi mama wo quick one let me read a mo de ni bi e wa hanom if I get it right blah 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 okay Fred yeah that's so what joining and maybe Sasu is also watching Isaac Kamwa so ewa hanom also share that's Bibranita yeah that's also Oshe because when the MPP in power you did not say anything about it meaning the person would share men can one semi year into Isaac Sambra back not share me the person who can ye say in Kaniano and a men can one summer and I said dear pa and I first men can one seven mami who na we show the court and the benina Ziga I ready we are the exclusive with Madam Dr. Hannah Bisiu yaboni na moso matibi Ziga biaboko there
me aduma yo boss biaboko
nice one was I can say you
hey and I never can work cross posted
but
remember the other one I won't pay boy and some way man who is
me koi
yes but you see
bye
oh me na me Olympics ne Accra Lions Crab Park. But Ghana League, I'm for Ghana League.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
telling you.
Yes,
Olympics ne Ghana and Crab Park. I'm telling you. Now, Emra, Mestre say, this is my passionate appeal.
Okay.
Ura Kofi Adams. Omo for Ghana League man, no organize it.
Sir.
Or need the organizers omo year the presidential, the president cup.
Okay.
You see, our football is collapsing. Now there are some ways that you bet me they are reviving your football. Football revival is supporters. So supporters a copaka and then they revive football. Yesterday you are Niska, but as compared to the other President Cup passion, this one was massive. I'm telling you, people were bussed to the park. School for Korea in Abai, but strategically, you know say. School for Korea no mu jubilate. Ibikuta has a flag. Ibikuta kotoko flag ano omoji omenu. E kira wo say sa SS for your mobile. Most of them were born in 2021. Ebi 205 and your warm. Ebi kwa 2010. So some of them they are not being tortured with the Ghana League. You know? No nyini ya no amani fi no be ball. Wo mo tese say Cristiano Ronaldo be no. They came to meet the free telecast of UEFA Champions League, which our time 1992 now you can say UEFA Champions League. Emirates TV so UEFA yes what telecast ako TV so no. Yeah privilege and when is from quarterfinals never semi-finals abedi pele time. Marseille's winning here quarter final semi-finals awana GTV for akwakoto right here playbacks ne all this stuff e bi okra final nkwan ye until say and then bia ba TV stations aba DSTV mu ne other stations na ba we mu no they came to meet it enti the European football no aba be mu. So in order to torture them with the local football you have to push them to park to love the game. I have videos and Korean Roma Jew many part they were jubilate him say yes this is how it's supposed to be. School for Korea should go to park free, torture them with Ghana football. No unbetter Ghana community owned clubs. Yes, I'm Famra Swedro Gamba All Blacks some qualify. Sekadi Hazakis Techima Holy Stars Adriana Stars or Ukobra for BA United Hovora Dep Asante Kotoko had to folk Olympics. You get me? These are traditional clubs. And you obey the community, official community, the team near it. I have to support it. And they get appetite to go to park to support their own. Okwa Abruchira, they have tuned their mind. They say football is a war, it's a holy war. And yan tokasi ko combat. And for bragging rights, that's why we call Germany. State Bian, Ubian will take guess in Keshna, or support to Bayern Munich, or support to Shakaufo, Ubian will team Munich, or best support to Borussia Dortmund, because Oti Munich, all support to Borussia Dortmund or Borussia Mönchengladbach, Ubian will team Borussia, or Baka support to team our Bremen. You get me? Eti, young facade and San Famra, And I was so happy. The organization was on point, fantastic performance, Shatawale performance, everything was nice.
They don't kind of because
I was super happy.
We are happy to mention names of players outside.
Yeah.
But omo boy yeah me no say. Bisa me say player ba ko ben kran na ni dinwo meeting. Meaning and kind of wait me about ma Shamo Kwe ni dia
kan na. Bibian sisa yo. Eye playing to the gallery of our sports broadcasters. Omo betra radio so because they've been watching the European football and they think that the organization, the TV coverage, this kind of hype, no, ni bi wa ha. Every titini na sanity. Now with me for sake of you to George Best. With me for Joe Archimudu Joe Debramo ko compare Maradona mo.
But ni mo mudi no.
Bebao. Sanity Europeans no ahead of us. And so still ni a place no. So it is time that we should stop saying and your club needs your clubs need more club football a world club football yet to be mobi and your club so many there and all club player be na akoshe na oto na wakofa akora bia yenim de da a ono no ti Spain yes your friend hwa yama I would 25 minutes at two radio stations you body abra kotoko yi player o chelsea first kotoko ka events e kra Abidu
Patrick Amidu or something.
Yes. This boy, ye hype no te sa first na ye hype Jode Brani Shamokwe. Ye hype Chastel Ammonia. They are the same thing. Baby answer sign. Munya said yana omunu boni ya kasa buomabem. Me see the problem of Ghana football, the sports broadcasters, they take about 80%. Those days Ghana radio station be no. Be anya publicity by the Pafele Park. Ya G place no. And so now the Maradona mo be Maradona mo better than them. Yeah. So those days nananka ni enya free telecast ni ya shane sa. I'm telling you say aka Jordan Brown ni Shamokwe mo Chastela mo Ishmla Adomo ni Emba mo Steve Rodro mo ni da no. Akebe ya mo te say de na ye sankofo bi si. Kebe ka so mo nu bo ye be say wa mo kra.
Yes mo.
Chale mo me anya yi Emra they sold to us a very good football. Beautiful football. Kotokwa Hearts. Mom ye fasade ni shame. Na mo nyai say mo condemn a place no. Mo ka say ni di oka. Wa wuti radio so na office on sponsor say na that football siga no. Wo na ni di oka. Wo na mo ni di amoka. Ye be criticize place ye di wo matam sa eti obi to ha. Say opeso ko park class player be na me question. First pani ye shut that pitchy player against player. When you bossy way, okokotokwa numbers the best 7 or any sa player didn't say yakofa deswa ba be swano etu odantem wa yam more training. The American watch say, "Oh you good." But na dia na ekwi. I'm not the manager. President Cup was fantastic. Night fantastic. But you want Sembika and ya na beka no.
Okay.
Kora mo ba ni ayinde ni yoni sam kapa ena ne beka no na boss ma menti we fru ansa na ba me substantive for time niti sama ikwa no
yes pokwa say
one say we jabako go to the nearby hospitals.
Yes,
St. John's money say go there and go and see the OPD uko OPD wa also be upom data statistics number of cases about respiratory problems, asthma, dry cough, laryngitis and pharyngitis. And you come more. It will be shy. What side on, or more hospitals now, or cases, no, ASI cases, what a heifer, what a Ben Abri, what a heifer, what a Dobru, what a heifer, what a Masamai, what a heifer, what a Pokiasi, what a heifer, side off on. That is the problem they are facing now. Wow. It is too easy. It is not only killing business, but it is developing diseases for them. That is the problem there. It is Ghana Constitution now. Chapter 6, chapter 5, article 7, 37, 34, 7. So 35, 7. Directive principles of the state policies. nipa ne ye adwuma na yen kaso mu nya yen hwehwe nkranta mu asa wo de momo to aso so obi edi sika yen ye be ne aye no de make what say that's it. Okay, my man, come as ayi me ka say we di tiawa unum say Ghana your institutions be o ha it is not easy to remove them. The framers of our constitution, they were clever. Everything we say we use Raj boss just like that. President be use Raj boss. Ebema ebia na obi o penasem wo na bam why e no me bia enye na ye pese cover no. Enti Raj boss you know. Auditor General ye Auditor General because Auditor General na ahwa na president bi no bia no obi adisika no pese cover up. Enuti ye Auditor General. Ucho obi ti say EC boss Chief Justice Monesa Anoman ye nyi wo. But obeyi sankofo no there's somewhere obetimi dey ayi wo petition
yam pamo ana ye yi omo
say you cannot remove them.
Okay,
as a president they say the president betimi ayi IGP president betimi ayi chief executive biano and as a minister biano but omo institution dey you cannot remove them but omo ni na no so betimi remove omo you have to go through the legal process of Article 126 into ohe omo ni na no say referring to Article 126 how a Superior Court of Justice a judge you remove no it is obetime remove EC boss obetime remove Chief Justice Moneyina tie Article 126 and Article 166 no it give the grounds you digi the EC boss grounds they be misbehavior, incompetence and infirmity near inability to perform their function due to infirmity. So be or yare, ye declare be unfit, not on Timima office show Nessa Anoman, and ye do you know. Now, shall Madame Charlotte say, a quiet fast with ye, Madame Charlotte say no, and no air the concerned workers of electoral commission, and a petition president, and the others, MDB Mayuku, say. Ye Madame Charlotte say. E dia na emi yi Madame Charlotte say. Na nya incompetence. E na nya infirmity. But misbehavior be ni dia. Say procurement breaches. Any financial malpractice. E na ma ye di Madame Charlotte. So which petition no na nkuro mo boy di na no. E bon Madame. Okay. Now you take Madame Jean Mensa. Madame Jean Mensa. What's Madame Jean Mensa? She's not battling any infirmity. She's not. See a bit me akase ebia financial malpractice and that's a misbehavior. No. But the woman is incompetent. I'm telling you. Madame Jimensa, as a so where incompetence and an incompetence no just incompetence. It's a gross incompetence. Madame de Soko.
Wow.
Yes, as a Soko. Ya kase ya mount to me to say boss you na your workers behind na una e penny. So why anya firma e incompetence. Issue ba na wo kana wo balance no a. Ase wo pese win-win situation e incompetence. Who favor obija obia e incompetence. Incompetence no nkwan say yes office near do aban be cabro for na o grammar nye. Again na ye no nkwan na incompetence. And no can be. She Mammy will say, Obia defender on Senameda. But what might the defense of one quiet denny? Say, Madame Jimensa Wankwa 2028 to bet me my unit. I'm telling you. So be anya in the next month, me petition president here, Madame Jimensa, or incompetence. She. Yeah, by the two. One TCSC BVD machine. One TCSC BVD. Oh, yes, see, BVD machine. Ayira, and the east in the Bible, Tibet catches a baby BVD machine behind right. Yes, see, Bibian right. 3 and Ayira. What's in your eye? Your cocoa who BVD machine, I want some. They came back to tell us that, yes, of course, BVD machine. Ayira. Good. Okay. Yaya limited registration. And the first day, sorry, day 2. Nipa ni register omu ninaa. Yis ne kaso award 25,287. And the director of elections and IT at the Manchester Democratic Congress then, Dr. Manebuama, and the way defense minister. A challenge is they said no. And 19,267. They said no, our figure is right. Tell you. And other figures. They challenged Dr. Manebuama. But later the EC came back to tell us that yes, Dr. Manebuama is right. Masa. Share. The same EC. Me who be that who read Professor Maakye book na. The politics in Ghana. Now can say be for 1992 elections. Was say yeba 92 elections. 1988 yeba district assembly concept in the buy rollers the buy. Na yepe interim electoral commissioners. Et ye Justice Boating, Kofi Boating, Kofodia. And no yi Mr. Farijan. And ye Nana Asumunja Mahini. Oh, omuyi no. And ye say, the no dread mapa, the year interim. 1 year more Mr. Supervise 1992 elections. According to Professor Maakye, then I year to aban. Na no dread mapa. Rollins, you who Rollins would fee. Be or any electoral commissioner. Tell you who President Rollins would fee. So they suspect to say there was a rigging. You get me? Emma or the proof ever by police stations benyadi. There was a rigging. Fantastic. We is sa error na. Madam when in the share incompetence. One day incompetent pa I'm catch you. And now for Rijan and your Madam Charlotte say. Because Madam Jean Mensa, we declare election 2020, we declare it 3 times. The first one we declare, and we call it. And yes, it be number now. Why you know? It is more than 100%. Okay, can you now be more? 100.3. And we call correction. So I saw a declaration. Usa come website that there was a different result. And ya Ghana ya ma kunkun manya ya bless ya na. Nipa bi be a body business wo ba ya anka yo na si Ghana. Wo Madam Jean Mensa. Woni utu subnet. Mr. Samuel Tetene Boss Manasare. Ya koto abo ablekuma. Amama ko parliament. Boss Manasare ko parliament. You have made us to understand say it left 3 police stations. Then you are ready to go. 3 police stations. You need the security. Say 3 police stations. With that 3 police stations, no crime. It bet me on my NPP we need elections. Even if say you need the security. Today, what catch your parliament to say you don't need to run. At the end of the year, at the end of the buy. I am sure by the buy because already said we can tell by Kase as a CEC boss and then call for. At the end of buyer and the off. Ukwatra parliament to make different and what about Bontiasa make different. They are incompetent people. Besi omunko yebe petition president. Yebe petition president Jean Mensa beko Samuel Tetebeko Boss Masare Beko Ebeka Mr. Dr. Serebu Kweku. Former director of operations and 1 training. He's the only person left, only competent person left. One mama amenko, atia mamia yentine dangerous. Share elsewhere. And yet Ghana. Me say, the mamia it be create civil unrest. It be create political instability. Niyateha, niya suso Madam Jean Mensa. Okay. Not 2028. Dr. Baumia Kokowini now obey declaration. Nature ya da wa no bi ko hurahura no sa de ba na kwa na se ba. Omuma ma me nko be se me petition ma me no. Okay. Me petition president. Okay. Jean Mensa should go for this decision say ablekuma yen san ko rane ah na obi aboka ye campaign enkofu akoto aba ah na situation aba down parent mi amwa am ya declaration because no person protecting the document o sure say this for be yin nti no kan na no tom ni akohia de no na yi si wa evidence police and you for party for evidence no wa be catch say you don't need run na later party chairman be catch say ye be yimu na ya mu ahye no aba abonte be catch yen say ene de eye sa kwa rera be si wo mu mi esani na omunko
all right omunko a omayiso yom
yom boss me say yom etiefo me ndia ade ho adanse kokwa me see isi for them be catch say Glory Land Hotel or Odoko 19 no be kan no kwaya sen kan me say no kwa betimi de yi omo 19 no kwa kan na yom
iti na fi enkobo hana bisu
yom herbal lotion na yom herbal lotion no ye de ade bi na ye de aye science scientific medical bi na aba yom fo nkwa na ikuta bi na obi a wakobo ball wanya fracture anaso wanya broken bone obi a usisi yoya obi a uti yoya obi a kuta abnormal pain e wo yam fi yoya sa oso akoya gym umia wo yafuru na e ye wo yasa obi a kuta migraine a che se migraine no uti ni gaga wo no sa de bia tele no paracetamol enkoda tirie obi a wanya arthritis yatua wo nuane a wudi a che se nuane wo mani menwenam ne sa no wo de no yom na yom no nye enuo no a what the kind so 15 minutes time ebeko 20 minutes time ebeko o twan kakra be di be 30 minutes neko 1 hour time ebeko yom ntisa yom ne eye science and ye dia wo di twi ya neko
straight
I'm telling you wo di yom ne kan ya pa neko acha bi a 5 seconds neko and enye se bi a eye science na omo dia ye sa ne se wo twi ya neko ntino ebe san ba de bi ebe bi ekwa neko sa na yom ne tie sa na omo ye yom. So yom herbal lotion. Yom herbal lotion. Na mibri na nkenye. Uze na nse me ba na me she sandals. Me ko twist me na me wi afi se. Yom ehye me drawer. Me dressing mirror drawer. Till last me twa yi brush na ade yi nie me ko. Ena me pack nu ama to na me di twi so. Me di twi so am ba me du am na tigegege me dribi ka for steps is another left in the problem about. Ena me se me du na me say na nya me na me na ye me ye. Yom me ko sisi yari ko yom
yes coach will play about Musiala
Jama Musiala me say
no say yom
yom dia akwa
sisa yom man
me re ho papa
yes how papa
nana I see on any sibofo on a buyer for sibofo na nanu mo buse you know the what in between the nana and pain it's almost 4 months enti yom kwa 4 months na acha bia 3 weeks na 2 weeks ebeba enti friend number we sisi say ope ba kope akwa ko yusu ana so ope dodo atu akwa koton a we obetimi akwa kotu bia to enam say sisi ana asanenti no ne eya aduma na yeto agusu obi atobiti ubetimi atu bia akwa koton udi be konua enku ayi ye fancy nkro si no aduma mu ne sanoma no eya yom enti no 1 district 1 factory edu aduma na aba no enti number no 0244 730 295 0244 730 295 and 030 2945 146 030 2945 146 yom mami he amadam fu bi e fe ne Harry
okay ose den o ose yom o
we say minya kasa na me mo number no yom number no na minya kasa I say stop the long talk and mention their number okay e be say o si form anaso o pentem eti number no ye set bi biem e 0244 730 295 0244 730 295 and I say 030 2945 146 030 2945 146 yom
nice.
Yom
papa
akitu bi busa ubie so a uhwegu so ma ase starch no wo di ya bo se e ball kama eno ase ehyehe eno so ase hyehe bi anya bi wo de hyabo se kakra na dry eno ano no
na si yara say ziga and amote ne nkano as 928 ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Kessben 92.9 FM so Kessben TV so ɛna mo hwɛ sisi ano wɔ Kessben TV on Facebook also odie ɛno no mayenko na afei yenko tie ɛyɛ maame ana Dr. Hannah Bisiu administrator Emma MDF yɛno no ending common afei yɛnhwɛ ɛdeɛ kɔ so excavators in titru numbers na ayira no ɛne deɛ ɛwɔ hɔ no ɔkyerɛkyerɛ mu ɛkyerɛ in an exclusive interview with Kessben Maakye yɛnhwɛ na afei yɛntie ne mmra sisia
Uchi omo a odi omo ekwa hefa because you ba ku bi a say I think you were journalists amo ambushi mo ka no you na share on social media
first one baby on si akoko miamia bebre we fancy a confree de no de were held most hostage the only idea samre no na tuo no tututu am ka say erade me paucho se bibia be si a ema in central for no honka if we say say juma we ye no medrofo me experience now actually me say the biggest enemy of the fight against Galamsey a bribe and sika can bribe sika that me can sika because obetima ka so as I say bribe what the time bribe back which is sika omo di sika be go back mother they are ready to pay because when nyanya woman I want to Land Cruiser say this speed fi kromo ba
the bribes are brother
nyama be attempted like me patch me de musru blame nanu ade China for na ya chi wo mu no wo ma fidie nation bram as we dem say e valuable pa ma wo nti wo mu te say gidigidi no e kwa mpo in fact jollof rice o mu no nyina na esi so e janso o madum no o mu nkosua o manoa madum stove no o ma set camp ho ma jinkrofo e kan say kokofu ma say no at the Thames River no ma blocky and mine wo nsuo no mo mine subin so edane sai so ma blocky na mo mine wo ndi afidie na kwa akose akire nti me ekono so ni decide say experience a wo be kwa hu excavator say ne manager a report police for anywhere see be ba be fa anywhere see wo bi hwe ade anchi ye kwa conference excavators anye baby a filling station some dey of pokran ko grand sakebe ne hu say filling station she forest filling station a forest now you 23 excavators in see filling station na woman young
so those excavators in a way
me pacho ade a chin no ye kan ye no na de na was site and na krona nkasem na excavators in sia and na dozer baako ade a chin ye ko na ka 7 enti ya ko order tetem no atetem for no so no almost so and approach mineral development fund na so approach enya it take your time no person me mama for say I'm a Cuban train ya nkyere me hwe kura ni security intelligence till nobody should take me for granted me feel say I'm a fool I'm not one I don't just rush into things
okay you know clearly what excavators you know what is really and truly the update on that but or no they say or your Cuban trained Ain't doctor, the Margaret Thatcher of our time. Nensa mo kekano, ano dinye pa. What is all kase se unya chia, ena hu Land Cruisers a. Ifi eye baby ba, say ye nkran, say ye brono no so town villages ni na proper Land Cruisers. Those Land Cruisers, how many uses are Land Cruisers? Politicians, and answer how many uses are cars. Omo baron be den be pacho anaso ma be den na se ugra communities nim na se ye tu eye gudie ne ye say a school dan ye say eniema sabi eye foundation no ebetumi aye no ha dwene ye pa na se Land Cruisers to me ba na party chairman amotete brono amoso mutumi esma mo boys some me pacho ene de aka nyina de a na se fata say yebubo dini na yehwe omo a sabi osisi a name and shame no Makati kra kan the Hawk newspaper kra kan one party chairman wo sma wakwala say omra na onfa backs emra ni nyina no obete munina mudin enye yen na enye me omanso Kojo Preko Dankwah na mebodin no na mom the Margaret Thatcher of our time Dr. Hannah Bisiu ana ebubo din no sa pesa woti din ni nyina. This is exclusive to all of us here. We're here Kessben TV and Facebook Kessben 92.9. I'm on show DSTV channel 364 and Facebook Go TV 121 channel. Mo nyina mo beti din no names ni nyina obebo ni nyina. Ye de ni nyina ebebrel. But this one is saying hello Kojo Dankwah. I perfectly agree with Ziga's take on his submission towards the EC. The EC has clearly demonstrated a gross incompetence and must be sacked with the staff. Or also Lydia or the Ebaye, no. And then another one here will say, good morning, sir. Good morning to you. I humbly want to ask Chief Ziga, what significant impact would the 0.3% made in respect of votes and the error therein could have made as eloquently expressed in respect of 2020 election? Election between His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and John Mahama. Nothing could have changed the result and outcome of the winner in respect of percentage error or normal figures may be referring to. We admire Ziga, but he should tone down on the EC matter. Shadrach from Sunyane, or also Nidia or the Ebaye, and no saying. This one says, why did you say if Dr. Bawumia win election 2028 and not Kennedy or Hine Japan? I just want to correct that statement. Already Daniel from Asin Dompe. Now I also go about board Dr. one more Kennedy Japan more.
Black Rasta call. Yeah, Black Rasta call, you know. Privileges committee.
Yeah.
That's the name because I was overheat.
I say good morning. I am Fernando Morintez inside Adanse Fumso. The EC boss should be removed from office immediately. Or also Nidia or the Ebaye and no. Che Pamsa men can choose a patare pamna a bibia etimia koya must say office where what fate in a face so a year a sorry and a fair parties what they nene dia kenyina pepacho a ye che pam some men can choose up in pam nina amount or say your number one custom tailoring or no I know or ye nina amount ube shena or a awoshi market or honum ena or war. Shushano na freno na ompempa montaro pa man kwala ene obibia de emomo 0206837738 0206837738 for pa so opempam ni yie pa eye che pam wasem and I make air catch us siano. Sadik Semen can choose a Flecton 600 herbal mixture for siftiness and a face so more numbness moonsa a mutiti no pacho Sadik Herba Semen can choose a Flecton 600 ebe to me asho my bibia to me akoye more sexual weaknesses ni nano Flecton 600 ebe to me abwa afe so elephant herbal mixture and also ho emamwa sebi musisim eshimo constipation and they are kenyina 100% herbal elephant herbal mixture to me aboa mosa koko and after so power say hamono Sadik herbal powder and no able to me aboa ye pa elephant ointment so for waist and body pains backbone rheumatism and after so swollen leg ni nano obetimi asha must op edudwe toa you can she drag lane could be the enterprise Kings Walk herbal Rupash herbal Tenatet herbal Helus herbal and after so one more tamano a Little George pharmacy ashama na ye Ekus pharmacy in Koko a Hillside pharmacy Kumase a Kolina herbal Misty herbal Apidank herbal Freddie Mensko Mama Becky almost honoma ina benya sa endroni bi ebo hor mo hwehwe Sadik kira kwan padia or Marine Junction near Tolbut a honom na or friend ebo 0244 153511 0244 153511 and now says 055 7997797 onsa ebetumi akanom and I make sure say ope eye besia abo na face ope de beko wanim na motimenya collateral most of mo sase hu krata ne properties da hono ma enwo enya hwe mam no me pacho Eclipse collateral management say men kan say fabra na obetumi na ye adwuma ma na so enya kakra I friend no profit ewo so we a document into profit or the year ejuma ama masi bia tumi akoyi ama ntuma mo hia collateral mo so asebi o mo hia eye eniama motumi da kwakwaje collateral banks ni nyina no monko Eclipse collateral management no betumi aboa mo obo eye adenta barrier near Medimosis Hospital honum and owo West African SHS down on pair and Eclipse collateral ewo 054 383 2466 054 383-2466 onsa ebeka Eclipse collateral na bibia etumi akoyi ama police na edro eye imboost herbal mixture eno no herbal mixture ye pa etumi e boost immune enti no immune booster pa dia na wo hia bi die imbus herbal mixture say bebo ho ban fi syphilis gonorrhea pressure ulcer stroke waist pains fatigue malaria liver and kidney problems nyina de imbus herbal mixture na wo hia bi na ebetumi aboa ye pa all pharmacies and herbal shops nyina no wonsa ebetumi akema mo woti region wa Bolga Tamale Accra o kanshi drug lane wonsa ebetumi akabi most of mo boku no Calamed pharmacy e low cost kwan no so honomo a Jenamba no na twhwe bi na nom 0246 208496 0246 208496 onsa ebetumi akabi na fe GDA herbal mixture and na fe sunkunimdi herbal mixture a drop papa arthritis body pains and na fe so sebio mo amowo malaria fever ne nyina no GDA herbal mixture ebetumi aboa typhoid titru headaches ne nyina no eboa saso na nkunidim herbal mixture and also eboa ye pa and also menstrual irregularities man menstrual cramps mo so mo stomach pain ulcer ne nyina no nkunidim herbal mixture ebetumi aboa mo ye pa sa opedodo etu a Without Pharmacy Ashaman, Ekus Pharmacy Ashaman, Repatch Venture, and you can she Hallo Herbal, can she Angel Herbal, can she King's Walk Herbal, can she Nafiso Madina, so to whom, Suhum, Tony K Herbal, Kaswa, House of Drugs, JB Pharmacy, and Afiso Pharmacy Shops, BR. So Pedro to Padia, 055 863 9865 055 863 9865 and if you kweku do herbal and prayer center omo endra omo ede emaye eno no I mean kind last one we na fe me fa jumedie no emre we say me send no ziga number okay me send am any ointment okay me we am sending ni na ma e wa hanum no say this one say MPP under Nanado is the most corrupt government since 1992. What a shame. MPP allow Mahama to do the work for Ghana. Good morning, Sir Bossman Asare, and then his boss must be sacked immediately because they are incompetent. And also, Nidia or they buy, and this one goes to Ziga. Say, please, kindly, okay, what candidate? May I get from Ziga's contact? Okay, maybe and also Ebemau. And then this one says that Ziga, you are a disgrace because EC action is now against the internet of the MPP. You now realize what she is incompetent. Mentia say yes, but also Nidia or the Ebaye. I don't know. I don't know. And did you no
ever miss out any of your favorite radio or TV show on Kessben Media? Worry no more. You can now enjoy our programs 247, 365 days just by the power of your phone and the internet. Now you can listen, watch all Kessben Media shows live on KessbenOnline.com. Kessben Online app can be downloaded on the Play Store or the App Store. All you have to do, go to your App Store or the Play Store. Search for Kessben Media. Tap on the Kessben Media app, yellow and blue K, and download our app. Take us with you everywhere you go. Simply enjoy Kessben Media at every corner that you find yourself. Kessben Media, Kojo Dankwah.